After the age of 60, your body quietly loses its ability to absorb vitamin D the way it used to. And here's what makes this so dangerous. Most people have absolutely no idea they're deficient until serious problems begin showing up. Problems they often brush off as just getting older. Today, I'm going to walk you through 10 warning signs that your body may be running low on vitamin D. Some of these might surprise you, and a few, and most seniors never connect to vitamin D at all. Stay with me, because signs 7 and 8 are the ones most people completely overlook. Now, before we get into the signs, let's quickly talk about why vitamin D matters so much, especially as we get older. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It plays a critical role in your muscle strength, your immune system, your mood, and even how well your joints move and feel. Think of it like the oil that keeps your entire body running smoothly. When levels drop, things start to break down, slowly, quietly, and often in ways that feel like they're just part of aging. But here's the truth. Low vitamin D is not something you have to simply accept. Knowing the signs is the first step. Let's get into them. Sign number 1. You're feeling unusually tired, all the time. Not just a little sleepy after lunch. We're talking about a deep, heavy, bone-level exhaustion that follows you from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. You sleep 7, 8, even 9 hours, and you still wake up feeling like you barely rested at all. Many seniors chalk this up to age. "I'm just getting older," they say. But here's what most people don't know. Vitamin D plays a direct role in how your body produces energy at the cellular level. Every single cell in your body has receptors for vitamin D. When levels drop, those cells don't function the way they should. Your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells, begin to slow down. Research has found that people with low vitamin D levels report significantly higher levels of fatigue compared to those with healthy levels. And in many cases, once vitamin D is corrected, that persistent tiredness starts to lift, sometimes within just a few weeks. So before you accept exhaustion as your new normal, it's worth getting your levels checked. You might be surprised at what a difference it makes. Sign number 2, aching bones. Do you notice a dull, deep ache in your back, hips, or legs? Not quite joint pain. It's more like the bones themselves feel sore or uncomfortable from the inside. Sometimes it's worse at night. Sometimes pressing on the bone feels tender. A lot of people describe it as a low-level throbbing that never fully goes away. Here's why this happens. Vitamin D is absolutely essential for your body to absorb calcium properly. Without enough vitamin D, calcium can't make it from your food into your bones where it belongs. Over time, your bones begin to lose density, and as they do, the outer layer of the bone, called the periosteum, can actually swell slightly with fluid. That swelling is what causes that deep, persistent aching feeling. This condition, called osteomalacia in adults, is different from osteoporosis, but just as serious. And the frustrating thing is, because it feels like general soreness, many seniors assume it's arthritis or just wear and tear. They take a painkiller and move on. But pain is your body sending you a message. If your bones are aching regularly, please don't ignore it. Get your vitamin D levels tested. It could be the answer you've been looking for. Sign number 3, muscle weakness. This one is big, and it's one of the signs that affects day-to-day life the most. If you've been feeling weaker than usual, struggling to push yourself up from a chair, finding it harder to climb stairs, or feeling like your legs just don't have the strength and stability they used to, vitamin D may be a key missing piece. Here's why. Vitamin D binds directly to receptors inside your muscle tissue and helps regulate how your muscles contract, recover, and grow. When levels are low, muscle fibers don't fire as efficiently, fatigue faster, and recover more slowly. That translates into a gradual weakness that creeps up so slowly you don't notice it. Until one day, something that used to be effortless suddenly isn't. For seniors, this is especially serious. Muscle weakness is one of the leading causes of falls in older adults. And falls can lead to fractures and a loss of independence that's very hard to recover from. The encouraging news is that this is one of the most correctable problems out there. Many people see real improvement in strength and stability once their vitamin D levels are restored. Sign number 4, Getting sick too often. Have you noticed you seem to catch every cold or infection that goes around? Vitamin D plays a powerful role in supporting your immune defenses. When it's low, your body's ability to fight off viruses and bacteria takes a real hit, leaving you more vulnerable more often. Sign number 5, wounds and cuts that take forever to heal. This is one most people never connect to vitamin D. If a small cut, bruise, or post-surgical wound seems to take much longer to heal than it should, low vitamin D could be interfering with your body's natural repair process. Now, while the next signs are more serious, and the reason I want you to pay close attention here is because most seniors mistake these for just a normal part of getting older. They're not. Sign number 6, your hair is thinning. Hair loss at any age can have many causes, but vitamin D deficiency is one that rarely gets mentioned. Vitamin D helps stimulate the cells responsible for hair growth. Without enough of it, hair can become thinner, more brittle, and fall out more easily. If you've noticed more hair on your pillow or in the shower drain lately, it may be worth checking your vitamin D levels. Sign number 7, low mood, sadness, or depression. This one is deeply important, and I want you to really hear this. Vitamin D receptors are found throughout the brain, including in areas that regulate mood. Research has consistently shown a strong link between low vitamin D levels and depression, particularly in older adults. If you've been feeling down, hopeless, or emotionally flat and can't quite explain why, a vitamin D deficiency could be quietly contributing to that. You deserve to feel well, and this is something worth discussing with your doctor. Sign number 8, bone loss, also called osteopenia or osteoporosis. This is the sign most people eventually connect to vitamin D. But here's the problem. By the time most seniors find out their bones have been thinning, years of damage have already been done. Silent damage. Damage that happened with no pain, no warning, no obvious symptoms, until one day a relatively minor fall leads to a fracture that changes everything. Let me explain exactly what's happening inside your body. Your bones are not static. They are living tissue, constantly being broken down and rebuilt in a process called bone remodeling. Specialized cells called osteoclasts dissolve older damaged bone, and other cells called osteoblasts lay down fresh, strong bone in its place. This cycle happens continuously throughout your life, and vitamin D is essential to keeping it in balance. Without sufficient vitamin D, your intestines can only absorb a fraction of the calcium you consume, sometimes as little as 10 to 15% compared to 30 to 40% when levels are healthy. Your body, needing calcium to function, compensates by pulling it directly out of your bones. Over months and years, this withdrawal adds up. Bones become less dense, more porous, more brittle. The medical term for the early stage is osteopenia. When it progresses further, it becomes osteoporosis. Here's what makes this so dangerous for seniors specifically. Osteoporosis causes no pain on its own. You cannot feel your bones thinning. The first sign is often a fracture, and the most serious ones, hip fractures in particular, carry life-altering consequences. Studies show that up to 30% of seniors who suffer a hip fracture do not regain their previous level of independence. The impact is that severe. The good news is that bone loss is not inevitable, and it is not irreversible in its early stages. Adequate vitamin D, combined with calcium, resistance exercise, and proper medical guidance, can slow bone loss significantly and in some cases help rebuild density over time. But you have to catch it early, and that starts with knowing this is a sign to watch for and asking your doctor to check your levels before a fracture gives you the answer the hard way. Now here's something really important, and it's often overlooked. One of the lesser-known effects of low vitamin D over time is how it can impact your joints and overall mobility. It may contribute to muscle weakness, reduce bone strength, and increase stiffness, especially around areas like the knees, hips, and ankles. Because of this, many seniors start looking for ways to support their joint health on a daily basis, not just for comfort, but to stay active and independent as they age. There are supplements designed to support joint flexibility and ease of movement, particularly for older adults. If joint stiffness or reduced mobility is something you're already noticing, it may be worth exploring options that can help support your joint health. As always, it's a good idea to consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before starting anything new. I've added a link in the description below to a joint support option that many people have found helpful. Take a look when you get a chance and see if it might be right for you. Sign number 9, joint stiffness, especially in the morning. You wake up and your knees ache. Your hips feel locked up, your fingers are stiff for the first hour of the day. This kind of morning stiffness is often written off as just arthritis or just old age. And while those factors may be present, low vitamin D significantly amplifies joint inflammation and discomfort. Restoring proper levels, along with targeted joint support, can make a meaningful difference. Sign number 10, difficulty walking, climbing stairs, or getting around. This is the sign that affects daily life the most. When joint stiffness, muscle weakness, and bone fragility combine, something as simple as walking up a flight of stairs or getting in and out of a car becomes painful, difficult, and sometimes dangerous. This loss of mobility is one of the biggest threats to independence for seniors, and the connection to vitamin D is far stronger than most people realize. So what can you do about it? The first and most natural source of vitamin D is sunlight. Just 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight on your skin, arms, legs, or face, a few times a week can make a real difference. Morning sunlight is ideal. Of course, if mobility is a concern, even sitting near a sunny window helps. Next, look at your diet. There are several foods that are excellent natural sources of vitamin D. 1. Fatty fish, salmon, sardines, and mackerel are some of the best sources you'll find anywhere. 2. Egg yolks, easy to prepare and easy to eat. And 3. Fortified milk and dairy. Many brands now add vitamin D directly. Try to include at least 1 or 2 of these in your meals several times a week. And if you're not getting enough sun exposure, which is common in winter months or for those with limited mobility, a vitamin D3 supplement is something worth discussing with your doctor. Many seniors find their levels improve significantly with consistent supplementation. And of course, before starting any new supplement or making significant changes to your health routine, please speak with your doctor or healthcare provider first. They can test your vitamin D levels directly and give you personalized guidance based on your specific health needs. Let's do a quick recap. The 10 warning signs of low vitamin D are fatigue, bone pain, muscle weakness, getting sick often, slow healing, hair thinning, low mood, bone loss, joint stiffness, and difficulty walking or climbing stairs. If any of these sound familiar, don't ignore them. Talk to your doctor and get your levels checked. And if joint stiffness or mobility is already affecting you, the link to that joint support supplement I mentioned is right there in the description. Go ahead and have a look. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more senior health tips. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.